In this video, we'll talk about transformation of functions. We'll have two parts to talk about. First part, it will be about vertical and horizontal shifts, meaning we see examples and more details, but just a quick overview about the lecture. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. For example, we have a curve here, it is x squared. So I have to do some operations on x squared to move this curve to the leftward. So this means vertical and horizontal shifts, or if I want to take it downward, okay? Second part will be about vertical and horizontal stretching, shrinking, and reflecting. Meaning, for example, we have this is x-axis, this is y-axis, okay? So we saw so far that this is the curve of cosine of x, right? So if I want to shrink it, it will be like that. Let's say this is stretched, okay? This is stretched. So if I want to shrink it, it will become like that. So this is the meaning of shrinking, okay? So we'll see examples and all details about that. First part is vertical and horizontal shifts. Suppose that c is greater than 0 to obtain the graph of. So we'll read from here and here, okay? And we'll see some examples. First, we will read those properties to understand them, and we will see examples on them, okay? So y is equal to f of x plus c. Shifts the graph of y is equal to f of x, which is this one, a distance c units upward. So let's say that f of x is equal to x to the power 3, okay? So f of x, it is here, okay? X to the power 3, okay? So let's say that this curve is the curve of this graph is the graph of x to the power 3. What we need to do is this is the original graph. We need to move this graph, this curve upward, okay? What we need to do is we just make f of x is plus c, meaning we make x to the power 3 plus c. C can be any number. C can be equal to 1, c can be equal to 2, and so on, okay? So this shifts my curve upward, c units, okay? Now, if I want to change, I changed my mind, okay? I want to move this curve leftward. What I need to do is y is equal to f of x plus c. You see, this is inside the function. Shift the graph of y is equal to f of x, a distance c units to the left, okay? Meaning, this is our original function, okay? So I will write here original, okay? So I want to move this function to the leftward, so I will just make x to the power x plus c. You see, x plus c, and this is inside the function, right? Meaning I will do the operations on it, on both of them, to the power 3. So this shifts my curve to the leftward, c units. Now what if I want to move my curve downward? Simply y is equal to f of x minus c. Shift the graph of y is equal to f of x, a distance c units downward. So I will just take my function is x to the power 3. I will make it x to the power 3. You see, f of x is alone, and C is alone, meaning they are separated. We do operation separately with them. This has one operation. This is only a number. It is not included into f of x, okay? Or f into the function meaning. So x to the power 3 minus c. This shifts my graph, my curve downward c units, okay? And as we said, c can be any number, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now last property is y is equal to f of x minus c. You see, my c is included into the function. C is included with the function, meaning any operation is done on x, it will be done also on c. So this shifts the graph of y is equal to f of x, a distance c units to the right, meaning, so we had x minus c. So we take just our original function is x to the power 3, so we just make it x minus c to the power 3. This shifts our original function from here to this place, okay? Let's see our first example. So this is the curve of x to the power 2. You here will find a card. You can click here and see all types of functions with their graphs, okay? If you didn't watch this video, you can watch it. So y is equal to x squared. This is the curve. Now we want to shift this curve upward, okay? What we need to do is we just make f of y is equal to f of x plus c. We have to add c units to this function, meaning if we add 2 to x squared, so y is equal to x squared plus 2, we shift our function 2 units upward, okay? Now what if I want to shift my function to the left? So y is equal to f of x plus c. Shift the graph of y is equal to f of x, okay, a distance c units to the left. So we just simply put y is equal to x plus 2 to the power 2 square, okay? So you see 2 is included into the function, okay? In this case, it shifts the curve leftward. With number 2, if we had 3, it would come here and so on, okay? Let's see third example. So what if I want now to move my curve downward? I will do the following operation. Y is equal to f of x minus c. Shift the graph of y is equal to f of x a distance c units downward. So we do it as follow. We just make x squared minus 2. This move the curve downward, okay? With c units. C can be any number. In this case, it is minus 2. So here it is minus 2, okay? Let's see our fourth example. Y is equal to f of x minus c. You see, in this time, c is included into the operation. So this shift the graph of y is equal to f of x a distance c units, okay, to the right. So we do it as follow. So we can choose the number also. We are not obliged to take always 2. If you want, you can take 1 or 3 or 4 or 1000 as you wish. I took 2, so we take 2. You see, our curve moved from x squared. When we added 2, we made the subtraction minus 2, okay? And both of them take the operation of square. So this move our curve 2 units to the right, okay? So for now we are done with first part, vertical and horizontal shifts. You are free to continue with me, or you can continue to the next video, to the next part, which will be about also Again, it will be about transformations of functions, but it will be about stretching and shrinking and reflecting of a function. Okay, so we covered for each property of vertical and horizontal shifts, for each property one example. Okay, so now I will use the same examples. Okay, draw the same examples using Desmos. I already explained what is Desmos. Desmos is a website for drawing our graphs. I will put the link of Desmos also in the description of this video. Now let's start with the same examples we had. F of x is equal to x squared. So this is the original function. Okay, until now we didn't do any operations on it. Now I want to move it distance c units upward. So I want to move it upward with a number from my choice. So what I need to do, I will do this operation on this, f of x plus c. So I'll just make it plus 2, for example. I'll move it 2 units, or I'll move it 3 units. You see, 3 units, or I move it 4 units. Okay, now I changed my mind. I want to move this curve leftward with 2 units or 4 units. Okay, so let's do it. I'll keep this here. I'll make a new one. So -4. So we'll make it, you see, it is now 2 units to the left, you see. So the operation, which operation, we can read it from here also. So f of x plus c, you see, c is into the operation, meaning any operation is done on x, it is done also on c. You see, any operation is done on x here, it is done also on 2. Both of them have a square. Okay, if we make it 4, it will come 4 units to the left. Okay, so now what if I want to move my curve downward 4 units again, or 6 units? Okay, I just make, instead of 4, 6, and here I make minus. You see, sorry. Okay, so you see it came minus 6 units downward. Okay, now what if I want to move this curve, this one, to the right 8 units? Okay, so I will just simply do it as follow. I'll make this instead of plus, minus, as you see here. Okay, minus x minus c. This take it to the rightward, and I'll make it 8 here. So you see, you have it 8. So this is the idea. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. And as we said, in the next video, we'll talk about the stretching, shrinking, and the reflecting of the function. See you in the next video.